I'm here now with Bill Sorvino, and he is the founder of the Golden Door International Film Festival. This is such a phenomenal event. You have the greatest movies here tonight.
Yes, we do. We have 155 movies to be exact over the weekend.
But tonight is a special one because we're going to see Mommy's Box. You're in that, I understand.
Yeah, I'm in it. Everyone's going to see it. But yeah, no, Mommy's Box, great film. Johnny Greenlaw directed and wrote it, and I'm just so thrilled to be part of it. I play his brother, you know, and it's a really, really great film. And then we have The Networker, which is another great film right after this, and then The Bronx Bull right after that.
LAMOTTA, and I've seen that already, and that's a wonderful, wonderful movie. But let's get back to the festival. How is it that you decided to do this? Because I know that some people that start film festivals say, like, shoot me now, because that's not easy.
It is not easy, and it's a lot of work. And sometimes I do say shoot me now, like today and yesterday and the day before. But anyway, in the last month. But I'm an actor, as we established, and I grew up in Jersey City, and I had a dream. I had a dream one night. I woke up and I had that.
I'm very affected by dreams too. They're a message.
And I brought it to some of our Jersey City friends that happened to be at a party the very next day, and it took off from there. You know, and everyone thought it was a great idea and rallied behind it, and we've been doing it ever since. It was 2010 when we started planning.
So, and do you want to say who your famous relative is?
Well, which one? Paul Sorvino, Mira Sorvino. They're both. My cousin is Mira, and Paul is my uncle.
Yes. Big names, and I just saw him in LAMOTTA, and he did, as always, a fabulous job. You know, he's the best. He reels you in. You love him and you hate him, and damn, but he reels you in.
He's a great actor. He's getting better with age. I mean, he's my, like, the bar of life for me of being an actor is that, you know, and he just keeps getting better with every. I'm like, he's been in this business for so long. He's been a big star, and every movie I see him in, I'm like, I said to him, I said, Uncle Paul, you're pissing me off. He goes, why? I'm like, you're getting better, and I'm never going to catch up.
You'll catch up. You'll catch up. You know why? Because talent runs in your family, and you're a good person, and good things are going to happen for you. Look at all the talent that you're letting be displayed. You know, we need somewhere to show what we do, and you're helping people do it.
That's what it's all about. It's about the filmmakers. It's about the community. It's about autism outreach, which is awareness. Those are our main goals and objectives. Is to give filmmakers a wonderful platform and be all equal in that platform, whether they're famous or whether they're just starting out. And autism awareness with Autism Speaks is one of our big sponsors. They're here somewhere, right there, We love the community being very excited about the event as well. Jersey City is an artist place as well, and I think that it's the community is really starting to rally around this event as being like a real nice focal point of the community.
I'm here with Martin Guigui, the director of LAMOTTA Bronx Bull, and the lead actor when Jake LaMotta was young. You want to give me a name?
Mojean Aria.
Mojean. And Martin.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to already have seen the movie, and I was really taken aback. You did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
It's really, really a Hollywood movie. And this is from a guy that graduated from Hofstra and then ran off to Hollywood. You made your dream come true, didn't you, Martin?
From Hofstra to Hollywood. That's the program.
And you're from Australia.
I'm from Australia, yep.
Now, let me ask you, how did you master the New York accent?
I got a dialect coach, and I worked with a dialect coach, yeah.
You did. Now, how true is it that you had to eat lemons and limes off the tree in the backyard because you were so busy filming, you couldn't really stop to have a good meal?
When I was training, there was a weight cutting process. When I was cutting weight, I couldn't really eat or drink anything, so I would, every now and then have a lemon.
Yeah. So now you made this phenomenal movie in 20 days? It was 20 days shooting time?
A miraculous 20 days.
Yeah, it was a miraculous.
The planet, I think, was created in 7, so it was not, we had a luxury, actually, 20 days.
Yeah, and William Forsythe played a phenomenal role, didn't he? And Paul Sorvino, right? And some really bad things happened in childhood that made you who he became, right? How was that acting out? I don't want to give away the movie, but you had, had to face some brutality. especially one particular scene that involved the bedroom. How was that shooting that?
It was intense. You know, just it was dark. It was, yeah, you know, you just understand what it was like to have a father like that would beat you for no reason and treat you that sort of way and create, you know, the rage that he had, and that's it.
What was your direction on that? Do you recall?
You know, I think I said action.
You know, it's so true. No, it's true.
You just said, like, when you're ready.
He remembers that. Well, that's good too. Well, you know what? When you
he screamed action really loud. He screams it loud to get the energy up.
But when you have really good actors, you have the faith in them, right? So that's all you have to do is say, like, roll on.
Mojean does his homework, and as all the actors did in this film, so it made it an easy job for me to come to the set. Then we got an opportunity to play with the material. But Mojean had spent some time with Jake LaMotta as well, and so that was part of his research.
Oh, isn't that good? Because now it actually is the sequel to Raging Bull. And the whole idea was Jake LaMotta wanted to let everybody know, I'm still fighting, I'm keeping on going, right? Wasn't that the message?
Never stop fighting.
Never.
Never.
Now, I mean, you know, I mean, Martin on set was like a cross between a pterodactyl dinosaur and a tiger. And that's what Jake LaMotta is. He's kind of like a silverback gorilla and a big fish.
Yeah, the movie was fantastic. It really draws you in. It kept you moving every minute.
It was nonstop.
And I heard and there was a lot of weight being lost because they were eating turkey and bananas and water. That's all they were fed. And actually, I'm going on a banana, turkey, and water diet starting next week because that's the answer.
That's all Martin had on set for us.
That's all he had. Well, it was a low budget flick.
It was a below budget flick.
But it was great, and I wish you all the luck with it. And I can't wait. I'm going to see it again. Very exciting. And is there a website or where anybody can reach you?
There is.
Where they can reach you.
If you want to.
800-555, never stop.
Is there a website for the movie? You want to shout it out?
It's called Goombaland.com.
Is it really?
Oh, wait, there's a composer right there. George, what are you doing? He's being interviewed as well.
Okay,
I want you to talk to the composer.
Stepping out. Okay. You're very welcome, Martin.
We're thrilled that you came to the screening the other day, and it's so cool to see you here.
I didn't miss it. I'm here especially because I wanted to talk to you, and I told you I'd be here.
Yeah,
okay, bye, baby.
You're so sweet. Mwah.
Bye, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got lipstick on, right?
Stage, screen, stage, and screen.
Stage, screen, and in between with Helen.
Oh, come over here.
You gotta say it.
You gotta say it all at the same time.
Stage, screen, and in between with Helen.
One more time.
Stage, screen, and in between with Helen. I'm here with one of the best actors that there are, Daniel O'Shea, and I just saw him in The Networker, and I loved seeing you. You did a great job as always.
Thank you so much, Helen. Yeah, I was lucky enough to have Steve approach me and ask me if I wanted to do a little thing in The Networker.
Steven Stanulis.
Yeah. And it was just, and I was honored, I was flattered, so I said, yeah, of course, you know.
And now I just saw you in another hot movie, Snitches, and you were phenomenal. Bad guy.
Thank you so much, thanks. It's a lot of fun, that's a lot of fun, yeah. For me, that's a lot of fun, that movie.
So now, what do you do to get into character? Because you really get into character. You're the person, like I know you, but I don't really see you. I really see the character. How do you do that?
Nowadays, what happens is, I think it just comes with, you know, age and experience. I just more or less kind of relax into it and let the character, if you will, sort of overtake me, if you will, almost like an exorcism. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm schizophrenic, but it's almost like that kind of,
Now, are you able to shut it off when you go home, or do you find for yourself it's best to kind of keep that character of mine and stay with it?
No, I mostly try to turn it off. Sometimes there will be a residue, but I really try to, because I can't. When I was a kid, I used to do that. And, everything, my personal relationships suffered because of it. Who wants to be around, somebody like that? Oh, please.
I know.
Yeah.
Too theatrical. Yeah. So let me ask you, what are some of the favorite roles that you've had?
Oh, my favorite roles over the time? Snitches would have to be one of them.
The Networker, I'm sure, is another.
The Networker was a lot of fun. It was great, working with John Gallagher. John Gallagher is indeed, as he was saying before in the Q&A, an actor's director.
Yeah.
He is. Some other ones were Streets of Gold with Wesley Snipes, Klaus Maria Brandauer, and Adrian Pasdar. I was in that. That was another fantastic experience that I had, So I've been fortunate. I've had some lucky things. And then even little guest starring parts that I had on television. Yeah. WYOU with Helen Shaver and John Shea and Harris Yulin, and that was a great experience.
And you have a really good role coming up that I'm going to be playing your wife in The Familia, right?
In The Familia, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. I'm Selma O'Malley, and you are?
I'm Ryan O'Malley, I think.
No, I don't think it's Ryan. Is it Ryan?
Ryan or Sean or Patrick or some.
A nice Irish name.
A nice Irish name. We're Irish mobsters.
He'll be an Irish mobster for a change. Now, let me ask you, the name of the show is Stage Screen and In Between. Do you have any hobbies? What do you like to do in between when you're not acting?
Mostly, what I like to do in between is, I'll tell you the truth, I love to eat. I love to go out and eat with my wife.
Do you? What kind of food? Italian food?
It depends. Italian food, yeah. Yeah, we went out the other day with my wife, myself, and one of her girlfriends. We went to Minetta's in Long Island City, nice Italian restaurant. I love Minetta's. I love Mandicotti's in Long Island City. Yeah.
I like eating out too. That's one of my favorite things.
Love eating out. Had a fabulous lunch at Lincoln, another great Italian restaurant over by Lincoln Center. So any kind of food. But I love any type of food.
Good. What do you got coming up? You got anything on the horizon?
I'm working on Neverland, which is Eric Wagner, the one of the producers on Snitches.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
He is taking over the helm in directing Neverland.
Very nice. What's that storyline?
It's a fantastic story. It's it's really hard to say, but it's a drama. It's a drama, yeah. And I play how can I say, a ne'er-do-well father, an absentee father who just has a lot of trouble with responsibility and a lot of trouble with.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of them around, so you wouldn't have a hard time digging up that character.
No, not at all.
Well, good luck with that, and I'm glad that I got to see you in The Networker. You were terrific, and good luck on all your future endeavors.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, Helen.
Mwah. I have with me now a very good actor that doesn't happen to have a film in this festival, but he's here to support his friends in The Networker. You want to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm Yaron Urbas, and like Helen said, I'm an actor, and I'm here at the Golden Door Film Festival. I'm very excited to be here. This is awesome, and I'm actually here in particular to support The Networker with a bunch of good friends in it. Yeah, you had a lot of good friends here. Now, is this the first time you came to the Golden Door? This is actually my second year at the Golden Door.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, last year was really interesting, and my brain's slipping a little, so I don't actually remember the title of the film, but it was a Donna McKenna project. It was an awesome film. And I remember the film. I just don't remember the title.
Oh. So you want to talk something about your career, because you've done quite a lot of work.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm very fortunate, very lucky. Got a couple of films on Netflix, Age of Ice, Hard and Fury. So they got distribution. I've been in other feature films that have distribution, like VOD model, kind of video on demand type stuff. Most recently I've actually been on the Jim Gaffigan show, which is on TV Land. Which is awesome. I had a nice co-star, juicy role there. And also I write. I also have my own stuff that I like to put together. I love comedy in particular. So.
Do you produce too?
I have in the past actually produced community events like the Dedicated Actors Group, the Ultimate Filmmaker Film Race Contest. Those are kind of on hiatus. You know, I don't facilitate activity in those places as much now, but I'm going to be going back to them. And I also, I am in the process. I'm in development on a couple of films right now. So I am a producer in the sense that I am chasing down good concepts, trying to connect those concepts with people who may be interested in funding them. But like many folks, I have many things to learn about what it means to be a producer. So I'm primarily an actor at this stage of my career. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's nice when you just have to come in and act. It's another thing when you're producing and you're writing, and some people are doing it all, and it is tough.
It is. Being a dumb actor is a very comfortable place to be. You know, I get somebody.
You're not a dumb actor.
Somebody tells me where to stand. You know, it's and I'm married, and I've been married for a long time, 22 years. So someone telling me what to do, I'm very used to. Yes. You know, where to stand, where to say my lines, when to say something. You know, so it works perfect for me.
Oh. So is there any place where people can see your work? Do you have a website or Google you or what?
Yeah, absolutely. You can, if you actually just Google my name, Yaron, that's Yaron, and the last name Urbas, and that's Urbas. I do have a website, it's yaronurbas.wix.com. A couple of the titles, if you're interested, go just type in my name in Netflix. Ardan Fury, Age of Ice. Around Every Corner right now is on Amazon. I play an awesome character. His name is Marty, and Marty's got this kind of laugh that's a little shisty. So definitely check that out. It's actually a good story, although my character is comedic. It's a story about addiction, and it was directed by Joe Gawalis, who's also a lead actor. He's a lead actor in it. It's a great film. So if you have a chance, check that out on Amazon as well. Yeah, absolutely. Those are some of the things we're doing.
Just some of the things, just a few things, you know.
So, Golden Door Film Festival. You know.
Golden Door Film Festival. Oh, it's terrific. And tonight, right now, they're showing LAMOTTA, right? Yep. The Bronx Bull. That's right. I'm going to go in and see it for the second time, and you're going to be sitting right next to me.
You got it.
Ding, ding. You know, wonderful festivals like this cannot happen if you don't have people behind you. So, Donna, what are you holding there?
Oh my goodness, I am blessed to be holding the most amazing vodka I ever tasted, Rockefeller vodka.
I love the name.
Isn't it great? Yeah. And it's so smooth, and Helen, you know me, and you know how I like my vodka.
She's a fussy girl, and what have you got there?
Got some cognac. It's amazing. I love cognac. I've always loved cognac.
I have a friend named Cognac, and I love her too. And what have you got there?
I have some really good champagne, and I got to say, what a great festival. I've enjoyed this. It's great being a part of this and watching all these people put out such unbelievable movies. Talent is unbelievable here.
Yeah. And they do the movies on such a low budget, and really, some of them are like Hollywood movies. Don't you think so, Donna?
Absolutely. They're at a very fair budget, Hollywood quality, and it's really great to be gifted with amazing Rockefeller liquor.
Yeah.
For us filmmakers who work really hard.
It's a gift for them.
Yeah, Donna is a casting director for major motion pictures, and we love her. We love what she's done, and we're so excited that she's here. I mean, I really feel blessed that she's here.
Me too. She actually told me she was dreaming about our cognac last night.
Especially after she had some of it.
You know me, girlfriend. Thank you to Rockefeller Liquor.
Thank you to everybody.
We appreciate it.
It's a team effort, everything, including yourself. Thank you so much for being here. And
no problem. Oh!
See, that's what the Rockefeller Liquor does. We knock down the step repeat. No, thank you, Helen, for being here and supporting us and all the filmmakers. And because you're an amazing filmmaker yourself.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are. And we're all good.
Good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Where do we get? Can we say where we got it? Do you want it?
Yeah, where do you get it?
It's coming out all over the country. We're doing very well. We just signed Flo Rida as our spokesman, so we're very happy to have him on our team, and it's doing very well. It's taking off, and we're just ask for it. Ask for it in your local restaurant or your liquor store.
It's got a catchy name.
It sure does.
You don't have to be a Rockefeller to drink like one.
That's a good one. You don't have to be a Rockefeller to drink like one.
Makes me really happy.
I like that. I'm here with the very talented Steve Stanulis, and I understand that you are the star of the network, and the networker, and he warned me that if I don't like seeing him, don't see the networker because he's in it a lot.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, Network is a great project. It's something we put together last year, and I was blessed because it wasn't a super high budget, as we all know in this industry, and
it's not about the money; it's about the project and the work.
Sure, and then through my contacts and through my friends' relationships and having a great script that Victor Roboto wrote, I put together a great fun cast. We put together Stephen Baldwin, Alicia Reiner from Orange is the New Black, Sean Young, William Forsythe, Joey D'Onofrio. Joey's in every movie.
I love him. I know him from a long time ago.
Yeah, Jeremy Luke from Jersey Boys, who's awesome. Deborah Twist.
Oh yeah.
So I, unfortunately, I'm leaving a couple people out, but it was a feel-good movie. It's basically like a Tommy Boy, where he's got to save he's a 40-year-old screw-up, and he has to save the company, his father's company, through networking. Wow. So we go on this whole journey, and at the end, obviously.
Don't say what happens.
No, we're not going to say what happens, but obviously it's a feel-good movie. Everybody can relate to it. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy is universal, so I think we pulled it off.
Okay, so you're not only an actor, you do much more than that. You want to mention that? And you have some film festivals coming up and other projects. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, I'm an actor, producer, director. This one I produced, The Networker, and obviously was one of the leads. We have a new project coming out called The Legends of Freestyle, which is a documentary on freestyle music like Lisa Lisa, CNC Music Factory. It's premiering November 7th at the HBO Urban Action Film Festival.
Good, yeah.
And right now...
Where is that held?
That's at the AMC Theater in Manhattan.
Okay.
It's a great space, as great as this one. And again, we're starting the Staten Island International Film Festival next year, so I'm excited about that, bringing the arts back to Staten Island, the only borough that doesn't have a film festival. And working on a new Robert Downey Jr. project, which is, we just came back from LA from a table read. So everything's going well, thank God. And this is an amazing venue. I've never been here.
It is beautiful. It's like a palace. It's so hard to describe. It's like you would imagine in the old vaudeville days, right?
Right. I think my wife just mentioned on the way here, her parents, who were together for 50 years, came here on their very first date. Wow. So yeah, they were they wanted to come. I get a babysit, but unfortunately, they're missing it. But this is you can feel the energy and the history in this theater.
Yeah, you really can. So now let me ask you, how long are you acting for?
I did my first major film in 1999. So you figure probably about 15 years.
Oh, okay. So you've made some good headway, because 15 years in this business isn't a long time.
It's a job of a hat, I know. And yeah, I mean, we've done some great films. We've done Gangs of New York, Replacements. I pronounce you Chuck and Larry. So there's been a lot of good films along the way.
Is there anybody that you haven't worked with yet that you'd really like to work with?
William, Mr. Bub over there. I like to work with. I'd like to work with him. And yeah, I mean, again, no, I love Robert Downey Jr. And it looks like we're going to work together.
What draws you to a script?
If I have the lead role. No. I'm joking. No. No, again, and as a producer, it's funny because people come to me with scripts a lot and think like if they don't have a great role for me, I'm not going to want to do it, and that's not true, because you got to run this like a business. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you got to say, is this going to make money, or is it not? That's true. So if you present me with a script, that has a great role for me, but it's not that great, or a better role, a better script that has potential to make money, I'll jump on that every time.
Now, how long did it take to film The Networker?
We shot The Networker in 3 weeks.
Wow, that's quick.
And my wife was pregnant with twins.
Lisa
was pregnant with twins, and we had to shut down because she gave birth during the shoot. So so we had to shut down 2 weeks. We had one false alarm, and I said, you know what? Let's just shut down until she has the kids. Yeah. And now they're a year old, so it's
very good. You had a boy and a girl twins?
We had a boy and a girl, Sienna and Chase, and super blessed.
That's wonderful. Well, I hope the blessings continue for you. I'm looking forward to seeing The Networker. Heard a lot about it, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Networker, check us out.